What's cracking, everybody, and welcome to episode 129 of the Good Kraken podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Arnell Pearson, alongside the chosen one, Devin
The chosen
Stanford. Let's go. You are the chosen one.
Okay.
What's happening, baby? How you doing, dude?
Well, I got my rebel badge on
Yes,
right
you
now.
do. Yes, you fucking
Yeah.
do, my man. All
Yeah.
right. Well, I mean, the big question today is, are you Sith or Jedi?
Ooh.
That's a
Definitely a
big
Jedi.
question
Come
today,
on.
you know what I'm saying?
God,
Like,
definitely a Jedi.
yeah,
Let's
let's
be
fucking
real.
go, baby. That's
Yeah,
the real way. Rarest
I
of
mean,
mics.
I'm wearing the rebellion right now, so
Of course. Rarest of mics to the subscription. Thank you, baby boy. Looking good today, fellas. You're the best,
thank
dude.
you.
Thank you so much, baby boy. Devin, how's your week going, man?
Oh man, it's been a kind of a wild week, not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
Yeah.
Not in the sense of like things going on. There's just a lot of life happening this last week.
Yeah.
But I'm treading on water, but I'm keeping it afloat,
I like
you
that.
know.
I like that a lot. We had
So
a very fun Fall Guys stream last night. And unfortunately my internet crashed and failed. Took a big old deep dive straight into the shitter there at the end. But that's okay. We got a good hour and 15 in of some good Fall Guys squads
mhm.
last night. We plan on we have later on we'll be talking about our schedule, but next Friday we'll be doing a makeup stream for some Fall Guys stuff for you
Mhm.
guys at home to get a chance to come in and hang out with us a little bit more. So what's up?
We got a crown without
We
you when
did,
that
dude.
happened.
People were in it right when my internet dropped. That's why I was like,
I
God
know, and we
fucking
got a
damn it.
crown too.
Oh my god. Rare says so many games on the Steam Summer Sale. What should I get? Dude, that
Ooh.
Steam Summer Sale does start. It started last night actually,
Oh,
and it's going on until July 7th, I know. Or yeah, July 7th, yeah. So that's gonna be get some games, y'all. Get some games over there. And by the time that this episode comes out, this will be going on. Get good games. Games on Steam are always
uh,
a good purchase. You know what I mean?
yeah, I'm gonna have to look at that honestly.
I know. There's some bangers that I saw that I was like, oh damn, I wish I had the money to drop on this right now. But next Friday is my next
Yeah,
payday. So
DayZ's on sale again.
oh man, it is, and I would be down, but I like puss. So there's a lot. As one Sir Chase the Beard would say.
Wait, but like you don't want the DayZussy?
Days of see. Oh, Jesus Christ. Dude, when Chase first said that to me, I was like, stop. You need to be stopped. That is disgusting.
Mike just said boo to you.
He fucking killed me when he said that. I was like, dude, yeah, I was talking to him about like watching a movie, and he was like, I would watch that, man, but I like crushing puss. I was like, that is the worst fucking rebuttal you can possibly have, dude. That's so gross.
I don't know if I fully like that.
Yeah, I know, right? Let's take a look real quick. Steam Summer Sale games. Let's take a look at some stuff that I might be interested in here.
He's gonna listen to this later, and he's gonna call one of us. No?
Yeah, I know. He's gonna. I'd listen to your guys' podcast, but let's see.
He's like, why do you gotta call me out like that?
And of course, that's what he does. He's like, I love you guys, and then he'll call me laughing, and he'll be like, I love you. Like, that's what he's gonna do. That's a summer pack. That's not summer sale. No. It's probably just too big for me to really like see like a. Oh wait, no. Here we go. Checking browser. There we go. Check my browser. Let's see. Yakuza Like a Dragon, $26.99. Okay.
It's on Game Pass.
Thank you. Row 96, very good game. $10. You guys should get that. Mike says Raft is on sale. Could be fun to see y'all play together and fits the ocean aesthetic. We have talked about Raft because we played that really shitty like on the bayou fucking game that was fucking a nightmare to play, and Raft is the better version of that. So Raft might actually be a good one.
Yo, I'm gonna buy this right now. It's the Death Stranding Director's Cut upgrade for $7.
There you go. It Takes Two is $16. You guys absolutely should play that game. Spirit Fair, $10. If you haven't played Spirit Fair, you absolutely fucking should. Resident Evil Village is $30. Sekiro is $30. Let's see here. Mass Effect Legendary Edition is $25. I haven't finished it yet, but I heard that's fucking phenomenal.
It's amazing.
Skyrim,
should.
the worst Elder Scrolls game to date,
Nope.
is $14, just under $14. See, Assassin's Creed Odyssey is $15. You should very much play that game.
That's a great game. That's a fucking
Ooh, Red Dead
fantastic
2
game.
is 30. Oh, man.
And honestly, Fallout 76 being $10, that game is actually really good now.
There you go. There you go, guys. Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition is $25. That's another very good game. No Man's Sky making its comeback, $30. Jesus Christ, it's still $30. Oh
Outer Worlds, $18.
Oh,
Very
man.
good game.
Devil May Cry 5 is $10. You guys should play that. That's a good game.
Detroit Become Human, $20.
Yep. Oh, another very good game. Little on the nose, but it's very good.
Oh,
Dishonored is $2.
Metro Exodus is $9.89.
Very good game. Very good game. Dude, Dishonored being $2. That's wild.
Yeah, if you don't pick that up, you're
Fucking up.
You're
Yeah,
just,
for sure.
Yeah,
for
you're
sure.
fucking up.
Uh,
Best narrative of 2021, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy is $29.99.
There you go.
Great game.
Resident Evil 2 Remake is $16. The Witcher Wild Hunt is $8. Jesus Christ. Like there's some good catches on here. There's
Mike's the rarest of Mike's. Daisy regular price is $45. Yeah, but on sale it's like $26.99. The modding community is insane in that game, and it actually has a huge community that plays that game still, and that's why it retains its value.
Titanfall 2 is $5.
Yo,
dude, this is such superb timing on their part too, because like the Steam Deck rolling out for a lot of people, they're gonna make fucking bank off this summer sale, dude. Like this is nutty.
Guys, Left 4 Dead 2 is $199.
Oh Jesus Christ, that makes sense for that though. That's pretty old.
Yeah.
Jedi Fallen Order is $10. Absolutely play that, especially if you're keeping up with stars, which we're going to be talking about today. And here, I'll name off one more good one. Let's go to page 3 here. Page 3. Let's see.
I got one for y'all.
Go ahead.
It's Black Mesa. It was the fan-made remake of Half-Life, and it actually was received very, very well. That is only $4.99 right now on Steam.
God damn. Life is Strange True Colors is $30. And then lastly, Firewatch. You guys should play. That's $5 game and one of the best games to have been made. Period. Because it's such a good fucking narrative story. Oh my god, it's so good. Oh, and Cozy Grove. You guys should play Cozy Grove. It's fun.
I watched you play Cozy Grove.
Oh, Beyond Two Souls is $10. Jesus fuck, man. I'm gonna spend so much goddamn money on this.
Ernell,
what's up?
We're not gonna go into details because the podcast, but they said yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, today, guys, we're also saying yes, because today we're talking Souls games v. Sullen, Indiana Bones, hello there, and much, much more, because this is the Good Kraken Podcast, your choice for all the nerdy video game and pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you want to hear, live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Saturday at 12 p.m. If you're on this wave, you can head on over to our Discord channel where you can submit questions and topics to the show, get exclusive post-show content, and have early access to episodes before they go live on podcasts and video services across the digital sea. Yarg. But if you've emptied your pockets for the latest and greatest in entertainment, that is totally fine. You can watch us record the show live right here at twitch.tv/Good Kraken Show. If you have Amazon Prime, you also have Twitch Prime. We would love for you to give that to us to help keeping us push us out content out for all of you listening or watching at home. I stumbled upon my words there, but that's okay. You can also support us by going to our YouTube channel by clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Good Kraken with an exclamation mark and leaving a review there. Darren! Darren! Guys, please get a chance to donate to one Elevated Access via the link that I just dropped in chat, and there will be a link in the show notes below. If you're listening, open up that bad boy, look up the description, the details of the episode. Check that if you're on YouTube. Click that little arrow button right there. Pull that down. Click that link right there. This is for a company called nonprofit called Elevated Access, and they specifically have volunteer pilots that help people in states that are not allowing abortions and reproductive care and gender affirming care to be allowed in their states. And these volunteer pilots fly them to cities that do offer those safely. Please donate. Put it towards a good cause. We have $100 goal on there because we know that we don't have a massive community at all, but every single dollar helps. Please go put that there. We're kind of in a really, really weird state in this fucking country right now. We're trying to do everything we can to make this world better in whatever way that we're able to. So please donate. Please hang out with us over there. Please put your money towards a good cause because the women and femme presenting and trans people that have ovaries need our goddamn help. They need our fucking help. And us as guys have a duty to fucking help those people in our lives. So please, 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 for fuck's sake, go support some people that actually need the goddamn support right now. Please. Good Lord. I am so tired of this place. Devin. What do we got rolling for the people next, my guy?
Yo, we got some good news, actually, because we're going into the helm.
Let's go.
Everybody, the helm is where we gather some important stories from the previous week, and we tell you all about it and get you all updated. So we're going to start with our first story today. From Software's next game is in the final stages of development. And this is coming from Matt Kim over at IGN. In an interview with Japanese gaming website 4Gamer, From Software and Elden Ring director Hidetaka Miyazaki revealed that the studio's next game is already in the final stages of development. According to the interview, the publication asked Miyazaki back in 2018 around the launch of Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice how From Software's two unannounced games were shaping up. One unannounced game would go on to become Elden Ring, but this other announced game is still in the works. And according to Miyazaki, development is currently in the final stages. No word on what this game might be, but one of the high-profile leaks around From Software suggests that the studio is working on a new Armored Core game, the company's mech battle simulator. Miyazaki himself revealed that he is already working on yet another game as director, with plans to work on a more abstract fantasy than anything we've ever seen in the past.
So, firstly, do you, I don't know, were you ever an Armored Core guy? Was that a game for you?
I did play them. They were really hard, you know? And
Especially at our age, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I feel like Armored Core was always more fun than Mech Warrior.
Yeah, very much so.
So, and I feel like there's a place for those type of games to come back. I feel like we've been missing that giant robot, like sci-fi video game for quite some time. We used to get Gundam games, and even the Gundam games kind of like fell off pretty short as of late, you know? And I just remember like the Robotech games and all that stuff that we used to get back in the day. I'm for it, man. Give me Armored Core. Let's see it. Unreal 5. Let's battle some robots, do some competitive play, maybe team up play too. Let's go.
I like it, doggy dog. I really like it, man. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, I'm happy to get more from Miyazaki. I'm happy to get more from the FromSoft team. I didn't think it would be Armored Core, to be completely honest with you. I thought they would have put that off to the side for a little bit. But I need to ask the question that everybody is asking, okay? And hear me out, guys. I can speak for all of us when I say this, all right? Where's Bloodborne 2? Where the fuck is Bloodborne 2? You know what I mean? Where's this Bloodborne 2 that we fucking deserve in this world? You know what I mean? Bloodborne, one of the greatest games to have ever been made on the PlayStation side. And what are we, chopped liver? You know what I mean? Like Bloodborne just coming out here and blowing us all out of the goddamn water, and then just not giving us a sequel, not giving us a remaster, not giving us something tangible, something safe, something wonderful that everyone can chomp their little teeth on. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
To be fair, The last time an Armored Core game was released was in January of 2012.
I
It's
know
been a decade.
it has been a while, and I do agree with you. I do think that there's a market for it. Especially if they can get the scale down, and I think that's what Armored Core games have sort of lacked is the grandiose scale, because they're supposed to be mech suits, right?
Hmm.
And Titanfall handled that scale, beautifully,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think like Armored Core kind of had like you were in a mech suit, you knew you were in a mech suit, but it was sort of this third person like, oh, it's far away, and like you don't get that large like mass like in front of you to kind of really like pull you in to make you feel like you're riding a mech suit. I think if they nail that scale down, that might actually be a game that a lot of people are clamoring for, a customizable mech suit,
Hmm.
like battling mech suit game. Like that's fucking cool, even just saying
Yeah.
it out loud, you know what I mean?
Give it to me. Give it to me. Put multiplayer in it. Put a cool story. Go to space.
Armored Core multiplayer? Hold on. Oh, you're
Yeah.
on to something, doggy dog.
I
You know what
want
I'm
I
saying?
want PvE and PvP multiplayer in Armored Core.
Oh, I like that. I like the way that rolls off the tongue. You know what I'm saying? Armored Core multiplayer. Oh, mech
That
suit
that would
battles.
be that would be 100% on splash damage throughout the year.
Oh, 100%. And that, and listen, I would be okay with getting a little toxic in that because like that's fucking cool sounding. You know what I mean? Because here's the deal. What if they did like this would be the opportunity for us to sort of kind of get Anthem PvP. You know what I mean?
It'd be a bit different than that. But I do
Obviously
have
for
one
sure,
thing to
but
say.
okay.
Mech battles are incredible.
They are incredible, Devin. They are fucking incredible.
Hmm.
However, this next story might not be quite as incredible as we would like
Yep.
it to be. Go ahead.
John Williams implies Indiana Jones 5 will be his and Harrison Ford's last film. This is
Mm,
coming from Bradley Russell over at Games Radar. John Williams has seemingly revealed that Indiana Jones 5 will be his last film as a movie composer, and Harrison Ford may be following him into retirement. Williams, who can count the likes of Star Wars, Indiana Jones, and Jaws among his most iconic scores, told Associated Press. At the moment, I'm working on Indiana Jones 5, which Harrison Ford, who's quite a bit younger than I am, I think has announced will be his last film. So I thought, if Harrison Ford can do it, then perhaps I can also. Ford, meanwhile, hasn't announced his future career plans, nor if Indy 5 will be his last crack at the whip. He is set to return as the famous archaeologist next year in a new movie directed by James Mangold. The first look at Indiana Jones 5 was unveiled by Ford at Star Wars Celebration, showing off little more than a quick glimpse of Indy in his iconic hat and bathed in yellow light. Indiana Jones producer Frank Marshall has also generated hype for Indy's return in a recent interview. It's a great story, it's a great character, and I think that you're going to be very happy with this movie, Marshall told A-Frame, the Academy's digital magazine. It's everything I think that everybody wants out of an Indiana Jones movie.
God damn. God damn. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Devin, are you an Indiana Jones fan? How deep are you in the Indiana Jones world?
I like the first couple movies, the first three movies.
Okay.
Crystal Skull was okay, but not great. Still better than Jurassic World Dominion, though. um, but I mean, I've never been the biggest Indiana Jones fan, but I have liked them. And Raiders of the Lost Ark was really good. I do like that movie quite a bit.
Okay.
Um, but because who doesn't love anti-fascism and punching Nazis?
That's I feel like that's a pretty good argument for wanting to enjoy Indiana Jones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking
Every
good.
movie, it's him beating up Nazis. Let's go.
Why the fuck not?
I'm,
You know what I mean?
yeah, let's see Indiana Jones punch some more Nazis. I'm
Now
here
with
for it.
with that said though, like we saw Crystal Skull
Hmm.
and we saw the reception of that movie. Not very good. Not very many people seem to enjoy that movie. I did. I thought it was okay. Um,
Yeah.
do you? I mean, like, if this is their last film, do you think they're gonna go out in a banger way? Like, you think there's gonna be potentially the best Indiana Jones movie to come out to date? Or like, what do you think?
I hope it feels kind of like Top Gun. but Indiana Jones style.
Yeah, give me that shit. Give me that shit, right? Because I can handle
And
a
with
little bit
Nazis
of.
getting punched.
Oh, of course, right? Just
Yeah.
18,000 of them just in a
Yeah,
line.
I want to see them get shot. I want to see them get punched. I want to see them get ran over by cars.
Just getting whipped, just thrown off cliffs,
Yeah, yeah.
opening up things they shouldn't open and dying from that.
Yep,
Like it's
yep. Getting crushed by giant boulders.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So then Donkey can come out from around the corner and just be
Donkey.
like, "That's a nice boulder."
I mean, I asked because I have seen some articles say that this is going to be like the most adventurous, bit my tongue, the most adventurous Indiana Jones movie, and I don't know if there's enough of an interest still, because like we were talking the other night with Garrick, I believe it was, about how Ghostbusters sort of like has this like half fan base. It's like people that are diehard Ghostbusters fans are obviously in it to win it, right? Like they love fucking Ghostbusters. But the question is, does Ghostbusters have enough of a solid like fan base to justify continuing Ghostbusters for very much longer? I wonder if the same question could be had here of Indiana Jones. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You motherfucker, you're on your goddamn phone again. Quit being
No,
on
no,
your phone
no.
during podcast.
I agree. I agree with you 100%. Because like it could really go either way, right?
Yeah.
I mean, people thought that this most recent Jurassic World movie was going to be one of the best Jurassic movies to come out, right?
Yeah.
Like people thought that, like, from some of the previews were like, oh man, dinosaurs are going to be mixed into the general population. They're a part of the world now. They got the original cast. Let's go, right?
Right.
This could go that way too. And that's something that
yeah.
we have to think about, This
damn,
could
man.
just be another very bad Taken movie.
God damn, dude. And you know what? You're right, because like that's just we're treading that line now where like reboots and stuff like that are like already kind of like wading some waters that we're like, come on, you know what I mean?
And that's the conversation we had recently, at least like with video games. I'd say 90% of the time the reboots are like, yeah, that's sick, or like remakes, right?
Right.
With movies, that's not the case.
Yeah.
It's very seldom the case.
They announce a comeback and we're all like, you know what I mean? There's that hesitancy to really be like super excited about it. Because I saw when Halloween was starting to come back and I was like, yeah.
Evil Dead though.
That was a good reboot. That was a fucking good reboot. I mean, horror movies in 2013 were pretty different than horror movies we get nowadays. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think they picked the perfect time to drop that bad boy. You know what I mean? Because that shit had some love given to it. You know what I mean?
But, on the conversation of remakes, I just got to throw this out there because I'm putting it into existence by talking about it. I do think it's been long enough that we could get a remake of A Never-Ending Story.
Oh yeah, because it'll have the same factor as like Dune, right? Where it's like it's old enough that there's enough separation. They haven't done a bunch of fucking like movies of it since then. Oh, you're on. I never thought about that.
Yeah,
let's give me like a two back, dude.
Yeah, get the first movie, expand on all that lore and content, and turn it into 2 movies.
Oh yeah. 2 modern day Atreyu. Oh man, Never Ending Story doesn't.
I think there was a second one too, but I don't think we talk about that one.
Let's confirm. Never Ending Story.
Like they redid Dark Crystal. It was good, but Netflix still canceled it.
There is a number 2. The Next Chapter is what it's called. That came out in 1990. So
that's still long enough.
Still long enough.
That's over 30 years.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, give me 3 more Never-Ending Story movies. Just combine them together.
You want a trilogy? Okay.
Yeah, we're in the age of trilogies. Okay.
Give us an epic. Give us a Never-Ending Story epic. Right.
Yeah. Let Peter Jackson do it. Let Peter Joel.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, my man. Now you're speaking my language, right? You don't want to
Hans Zimmer.
Oh, dude. Oh, that'd be so good, man. You don't want to give it to Michael Bay?
No.
You know what? Never
Get your
ending.
fucking ambulance movie out of here.
Dude, you weren't here for the episode because it was me and Genesee's episode, but I watched Ambulance and
It was bad, huh?
God damn it.
Because I said it looked really bad.
But I said and I quote, it's trying so hard to be Bad Boys 2. Because it is trying so hard to be Bad Boys 2 without any of the funny shit from Martin Lawrence and Will Smith. It's just, oh god, dude, what a mess. What a goddamn mess. It had some parts and I was like, dude, that's fucking tight. But like everything else is so Michael Bay. Like the weird camera angles and like down below shots and Dutch pans and like
Little
having
like,
the
blue
sun
and white
shine up.
lens flares.
Yeah,
and...
like the drone flying over for some cool little sunset piece for no goddamn reason. Like they just had so many moments that just felt like fake Bad Boys that I was like, come on, man, come the fuck on.
What do you give the movie a rating?
I give it like a 6. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You let it get that high?
Yeah, I mean, what's her name's?
It's okay to go below 5. Just remember that. That's okay.
I did for fucking Jurassic
I
Park.
know, but come on, that movie couldn't have been that good.
No, it had some stuff in it that did really well because it lays off of some Michael Bay stuff during some parts that were actually kind of really cool. So I gave it the credit for that, but its story was just so bland that I was like, I can't. I just, it's such an injustice, man. It's such an injustice. But speaking of justice, we got some justice here for you because Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot takes 30% pay cut. Let's fucking go. Flood him out, baby. As reported, this comes from Marie D'Alessandri from GamesIndustry.biz. As reported by Axios, Guillemot will be giving up 310,607 euros from his pay, which corresponds to a variable compensation linked to performance conditions being achieved. The decision was included in Ubisoft's 2022 Universal Registration Document, an optional financial document that companies in the European Union can provide every year to inform investors in addition to their financial results. It said that the payment was quote-unquote by decision of the chairman and CEO. Guillemot's compensation will reach 624,824 euros, but compared to the 1.03 million euros last year. Oh, Jesus Christ. Talking to Axios, a Ubisoft representative confirmed, quote, "This is a personal decision by Yves Guillemot, which he took considering that the company had not reached the financial targets that it had publicly communicated to the markets," end quote. And then also just, I didn't have this noted here, but for inform people at home, Ubisoft had a 14% drop in sales last year. And... So he's taking a big old fat 30% pay cut because he knows Ubisoft didn't fucking perform. And it's a question, really, the question I have for you here. Do you think this is because fan base of Ubisoft has dipped really heavily, or do you think it's because they haven't really been putting out the games people have been wanting?
I think it's a combination of a few things. Definitely those two things that you said. And also, a lot of people have been hesitant to support Ubisoft as much as they used to just because of the scandals that have been going on there over the past few years. I think that could have contributed to it as well. Let's be real, their game releases this last year were not strong. They weren't.
It wasn't.
It
wasn't.
No.
Yeah,
and that had a lot to do with it. Which is fine. You can't come out with something great all the time, but that should also be a reminder to like actually take attention to the detail that you're putting into the games that you're creating. You know, because like some of that content just came and went and was kind of whatever. You know, like
yeah, right.
I didn't care about Extraction really. I played it that couple times and I was like, okay, that's cool. And then
I loved it, man. I wish you guys would have been in that as much as me and Garrick were.
I spent a good like 8 to 10 hours playing that game.
But you don't like champion games, so I get it. I get it, you know, so
yeah, they're just not my favorite. It's not that I don't like them, they're just not my favorite.
Yeah, sure.
It's fine.
Valhalla was very sort of just it was good.
Too much.
A lot, if you know.
They should have cut that game in half.
Yeah.
Like really, that game had like what 300 hours.
Mm-hmm.
They should have cut that game in half. I do like a more streamlined Assassin's Creed. I think for like Odyssey was great, but still very overwhelming as well.
Yeah.
But I liked Origins a lot. Origins was really good. I thought the scale of that game was great, because it was still big and vast, but it also felt more condensed. You know,
Right. Right.
so I don't need the one-to-one scale of Greece. I'm sorry, I don't.
Rare some Mike says I liked Valhalla. I mean, like we're by no means saying that it's bad because like even
Mhm.
we've even talking with Garrick about it. Like it is a good game because it's Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed's always making good games. Like it's always good. The
Mhm.
ordeal though is coming off of Odyssey. It's hard to roll off of that and make something that is at that benchmark, right? Because
Yeah.
Odyssey was so good in so many different ways, and trying to follow up with that in the way that they did, it just felt a little lackluster. You know what I mean? Like me
Mhm.
personally, I had no personal attachment to the main character. And it's like with Eivor, it's like I should have that personal attachment. But
Mhm.
like they didn't focus, I feel, enough on that personal connection to the character, and they were more focused on, hey, you get to be a Viking. And
Yep.
that like it felt cool, but it's also like I want to be invested in the characters that I'm here with, and I just didn't
Mhm.
feel that investment for the hours I put into it.
I feel like if Valhalla came out when Origins came out, it would have been a
Yes.
little bit more successful. And I
Yeah.
feel like if Origins came out when Valhalla came out, it would have
Yeah.
been more
Yes,
successful.
very much so. Big time agree.
Mhm.
You know what they need to do, Ubisoft? What they need to do is come out with a game that Devin hates called The Division 3. And
That's not true at all. I would actually am very, very stoked for a Division Homeland. So
yeah,
please,
goddamn,
please
dude,
give
it's gonna be
that to
so good.
me,
It's gonna be
please.
so
Yeah,
fucking
that's
good.
actually if I'm waiting for anything from Ubisoft right now, it is Division Homeland,
Dude,
and whatever Assassin's Creed Infinity ends up being.
oh yeah. I mean, like, bring back Splinter Cell. You know what I'm saying? Bring back fucking Splinter Cell. That's what we need. We need that. We
Did
need.
they announce that they're actually working on one finally?
They haven't announced it yet, but
It's
there's
rumored.
there's there's developers that are on Reddit that are kind of like saying some shit that people are like, oh, okay,
Do you guys like
okay.
green lights?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. They're like, has anybody heard pew before? And they're
Do
like
you guys
spelling
like
it, like,
skin tight black suits with tactical gear all around them?
dude, like, yeah, fuck yeah, dude,
Yeah,
like that's.
yeah. Do you like being a slippery little snake?
Oh man, dude. Mike says I wish I liked the Division. It looks fun, but I haven't been a fan of third person tactics. The Division is one of my fucking favorite video game franchises ever, and I totally get where you're coming from because third person like tactical shooters are not everybody's like boat. But the Division, I feel like doesn't get as much love as it fucking deserves. It
Yeah.
does not.
You know
Like
what we should do?
what?
We should get you Division on Xbox and start replaying it.
Man, I would do that, but fuck that, because I put in hours on the Division to have my character, and like, who boy. You see, the thing is, if you would have picked the better console last
Wait. Ernell, what's the better console right now though?
Yeah, I know you're right. You're right. You're right. You know what I'm saying? God, I can't even deny that Game Pass, baby. That fucking Game Pass. You know what I'm saying? Speaking. Oh God,
Was that a snort?
I keep snorting like because I'm trying to like move to the next line.
Love you.
Speaking of the better platform, that's whew, boy, PlayStation to skip Gamescom 2022. This comes from Billy Gibbons over at IGN. He says this in a statement to German publication Games Wirtschaft. Oh yeah, because it's Gamescom's in Germany. Games
Mhm.
Wirtschaft. Sony revealed that it wouldn't be attending Gamescom this year, while also confirming that there wouldn't be any PlayStation-based announcements during Jeff Keighley's opening night live stream. Though Gamescom long reigned in the world's most attended games expo, it made the move to a streaming-based event in 2019. This year marks its return to a partially physical show, but it seems that many of gaming's biggest companies are choosing to pass up on the opportunity. Nintendo, Take-Two, and Activision Blizzard have already announced that they won't take part in the event. While the verdict is still out about Microsoft, though it's looking increasingly unlikely due to the company's limited first-party lineup for 2022. Granted, news of Sony skipping Gamescom isn't entirely unexpected, as PlayStation has been known to skip any major game shows over the past few years, as it has shifted its focus towards short-form state-of-play streams, showcasing its newest partnerships and upcoming first-party games on its own time. I want to make sure that we note too. Okay, so opening night live date. So opening night live is August 25th. Okay. Well, I want
Mm-hmm.
everyone to be cognizant here that PlayStation is gearing up this month to drop some fat fucking announcements. Because there's big rumor mill that here coming over the weekend, PlayStation's going to announce their next state of play. The next state of play is going to be next Tuesday or Wednesday. It's one of those two. And then one Corey Barlog put up a header on his Twitter stating 0630 2022. And we're going to be getting this God of War announcement next Thursday coming up in hot damn.
Released in January 13th.
I mean, I get it. I totally do. There's people that are saying that it's potentially a November release.
That would make sense.
Yeah, no, November 11th is what I'm hearing from people.
Oh, they're gonna take
compete with
date.
Starfield, dude. And honestly, I'm kind of here for that pettiness.
Yeah, you know that's what they were probably waiting for. They were waiting to see when Starfield was gonna come out. Yeah,
And
because
you know
like
what?
they're like if a game's gonna do it, it's gonna be that game.
Oh,
That's what it
yeah,
was. They
yeah,
were if
yeah.
Starfield. How much you want to bet if Starfield came out this year, God of War would have been January next year.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. They had to make their move, man. And
Yep.
you know what? I get it.
I don't blame them.
Yeah.
I don't blame them.
I don't blame them at all. If there's,
Yeah.
like you said,
I'd
if
be
there's
scared
any
of that
game,
new Xbox exclusive game.
God, dude, seriously, man, it's just
I'm
like
just poking
I'm like
the
you're
bear.
not necessarily wrong though, man, because like you said, like if there was any game that was going to compete one for one with God of War, it was going to be Starfield, right? Like it was going to be.
And everybody knows that too. That's the
Mhm.
thing. It's just it's got the same hype factor. It's a new IP
Mhm.
and it got a lot of new things in it, and it's got a lot of things that's taken from other games and their own other IPs underneath that studio.
Right.
So
Right.
and it honestly, minus the couple little things in that trailer, it looked pretty fucking cool.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, man. Now, as far as PlayStation skipping Gamescom, though, as they say, it's not far fetched for this to happen because PlayStation is pretty notorious for doing this. Do you have any weirdness about Gamescom being dry as fuck this year because all these companies are bowing out?
Yes, I really do actually,
Okay.
because Gamescom is honestly the most celebrated gaming event of the summer.
Yes.
100%. So it's really weird because it's like I've never heard any like negative talk around Gamescom specifically that I can recall. Not with like, paying in to be a part of it, not, with people who run it or anything like that, or any weird going ons when people go to it. So I've always heard of it as a very celebrated thing. So it's kind of weird that like this is happening more and more and more now.
Mike and Chat says, I wish we could go back to the golden days, the big Gamescom and E3 conventions. Listen, man, we just talked about it in another episode. Us too. Us too. Because like, goddamn, do I miss when like video games are just celebrated for that summertime. Whoo boy, man. Like that was a time to be alive as a gaming fan, and like it's a bummer because like in one hand I can see I get it in like today's technological age that like video game companies having a viable solution to roll out their own announcements on their own platforms the way that they want to with no restrictions is feasible now because of where we are with the internet post pandemic, right? And so like I don't necessarily blame them, but at the same time it's like there's a lot of gamers that really wish that like conventions were still a thing. You know what I mean? And like they're trying, and there's a lot of conventions that are happening, but they're struggling because like one, they're not doing mandates for masks or even fucking vaccinations. Like there's what was it? it wasn't Con, but I think there was another
It
con.
was the one in Texas. It was the one in Texas that just happened, right? Then Island and Raven went to it.
Yes.
What was that called? What was that called?
I can't remember which one it was, but it might have been the.
It was in Houston. It was in Houston, if I remember right.
Yeah. Anyways, though, they didn't have any mandates whatsoever, and when they found that out, they were like, "Yo, what the fuck?" Right? And then a ton of fucking people got sick, and it's like, dude, like we're like, listen, guys at home, okay, like we we get it. You want to go out, you want to live your lives. We spent years not being able to. We're still in a pandemic. It's still happening, right? Like, we still have to really think about, like, what we're fucking doing. And Mike says good old Texas because he's from Texas. So it's like, he knows how fucking bonkers this shit is because, like, it's just, we have to be cognizant of the fact that, like, we're still not in normal life yet. And
no, we're not.
Like, you guys at home, like, you have to still treat things like you're not in normal life. Like, literally, I didn't catch COVID at all through the entire scale of those years until early this year. And then I got it. And then I was like, what the fuck? Like, so, and it fucking sucked for like a day and it was okay. Thank God, because I was vaccinated. Because if I would have had to feel that first day for a week, I would have been fucking suffering. My God, like, it would have been fucking terrible. Guys, please protect yourselves. Don't go to cons if you're not comfortable with it. We tell this to people all the time every time we do a movie review. Do not go to a theater unless you're comfortable with it. You know, like, we have the niceness, I guess you could say, the availability for us to go see movies in XD, where the seats are way more separated than they are in regular standard showing. So we get that separation factor from other people we don't know. And thankfully, like, a good amount of people, it feels like, in Kraken, so we go see movies, are being pretty responsible about shit. Like, they're getting tickets away from each other, and they're not necessarily sitting next to people. And when they are sitting next to people, they're wearing a mask, they're trying to, like, you know, keep their distance, stuff like that. And I appreciate that. But guys, for any of you, if you work at a con, if you work for a con, if you do setup for cons or anything like that, please, can you get it the fuck together so we can actually get back to doing good conventions again? Because I would like GK to go and cover E3 within the next couple of years, and we can't do that if E3 doesn't have their shit together.
Yeah, because then Good Kraken can have a segment called Good Conventions.
Good cons with an exclamation mark, and leave a review there.
Bad cons? Question mark.
God damn, dude. I mean, like, hey, like, I mean, I would like for us to feel safe to be able to all go together to, like, D23, which is coming up, things like that. Mike Boo. I liked it. I was on the same boat with you, Devin. I would like us to be able to go to D23. I'd like us to be able to go to San Diego Comic Cons. That'd be fucking fun for us to go to. I'd like us to go to Twitch convention, you know, like PAX. Like, there's so many things that we would love to be able to go to, but unfortunately we can't until the world gets their fucking shit together. But you know, we'll get there. Just be good, all y'all. Be good. Speaking of good, Devin, let's move on to our next segment. Before we move on to our next segment, I want to remind everybody that they can support us over on our Discord channel, where they can get early access on this episode before it goes public. They can write on the show, and they can get this episode ad-free by subscribing to us right here at twitch.tv/GoodKrakenShow. But if you are not on our Discord and you are not subscribed to us on Twitch, or maybe you are, that's okay. We'll figure it out. Here is a word from our sponsors. This piece of Good Kraken content is brought to you by Glide mouse pads. The world is changing, and the demand for PC gaming and work from home setups has never been as wild as it is right now. Having the best of the best in PC accessories only makes it easier to get your work done before you jump right back in to the fray of the digital sea. And Glide knows exactly how to make that happen for you. Glide mouse pads is the future industry leader in mouse pads, offering beautiful, smooth, waterproof products made with eco-friendly materials and non-slip rubber in a variety of sizes that are guaranteed to help you get that next win. I've got one of these bad boys in my office at work. I've got one here at my desk right now. Devin's got one. Xander's got one. This bad boy is silky smooth, silkier and smoothier than even the silkiest of smoothies or soy milk or what have you. You can go to glidemousepads.com right now and use code Kraken for 15% off the Founders Edition mousepad in every size available. Again, that's code KRAKEN Kraken for 15% off any Founders Edition mousepad today. Our next sponsor is Rogue Energy. Late nights are pretty much commonplace for all content creators, and anyone here at GK can attest that late nights are kind of our only nights. Luckily for us, though, Rogue has figured out exactly how to give those late nights and even earlier mornings the supercharge that we all need. Rogue Energy is a low-calorie, no-sugar energy formula that is the perfect alternative to sugar-filled canned energy drinks and sodas. Every formula Rogue Energy produces is designed with optimal levels of high-quality ingredients and no chalky textures. Again, we don't want that. We don't want that. Being the only gaming drink company in the world with 4 unique product lines to suit your task at hand, Rogue Energy strives to improve the in-game performance of gamers, streamers, and content creators around the world. Now, I know that we've been riding this train for a long time. You might be tired of us talking about this. You might not be tired of us. You might want to just support us anyways. And you know what? For those that do support us, we love you. But the best way to support us right now is to grab yourself a big old cup of Joe. When I say Joe, I mean this Rogue Energy stuff. I'm usually waking up first thing in the morning with a big old shit to get a big old shit going. Oh, wow. You grab your Rogue Energy cup. Okay, you dip that you just scoop that bad boy right on there. You give that bad boy a shaky dakey, you know what I'm saying? And then you're out the dang door, okay? You need this beverage in your life. I cannot express that enough. You can head on over to rogueenergy.com and use code GKRAKEN for 10% off any purchase of shaker or formula tub of your choosing. That's GKRAKEN for 10% off any shaker or formula tub that you would like. Now, back to the episode. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that ad read. Hope you enjoyed supporting us over here at Glide and Rogue. Get yourself some Rogue because
yeah,
it's delicious.
Be a Rogue and Glide.
God, the other on pipe. Oh shit!
Bad joke almost ensued.
I'm just suffering out here on fucking twitch.tv/Good Kraken Show. That's what I'm doing, guys.
Yeah,
y'all.
Twitch.tv/Good Kraken Show.
Oh yes, exactly.
If you're listening to this in audio form, twitch.tv/Good Kraken Show.
Yep, where you can also watch me die live on stream right here at twitch.tv/Good Kraken Show. Devin, what do we got for the people next, my man?
Yo, y'all got to protect your neck because it's time to hit the gallows.
Everybody, Obi-Wan Kenobi review. Let's fucking do it. The last episode was this past Wednesday, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
And oh boy, we have lots to fucking tell y'all at home because this show has been quite the roller coaster. I'll tell you what. Obi-Wan Kenobi released May 27th, 2022, directed by Deborah Chow, who actually, the first piece of Star Wars Disney Plus content so far, has directed all of the show rather than having them rotate directors for different stuff. She was committed to it, and that made for a very consistently good experience, I would say. A budget of $90 million. Surprisingly low budget for Star Wars, especially for a show that is like 3 times the amount of content of a Star Wars movie. Fucking remarkable. Each episode had a runtime of either 39 to 56 minutes, depending on the episode. Lots and lots of really good stuff there. Some trivia for you guys at home. When Disney officially announced the series, actor Ewan McGregor revealed that he had known about the upcoming project, which was originally going to be a film before it was changed to a series, for a long time, and commented, quote, "It's a massive relief because for 4 years I've been having to lie to people about it," end quote. God damn, dude. This is going to be a movie. This was going to be a movie.
That makes sense. Though.
I mean, like, it definitely feels like it could have been a movie.
I do remember that, like, being a conversation, actually, like, a while ago.
I'm kind of happy that they didn't, because I feel like having the extra space to let that story unfold felt a little bit better. Because I can't imagine me having had been connected to Baby Leia the same way if it was a movie.
Yeah. I, to me, with them going this, the Disney Plus series route, especially with like using Luke and stuff like that, and Mandalorian, um, this gives them room to include Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan again in other shows. And ever since the finale of Obi-Wan, we have been getting a ton of reports about a Cal Kestis Disney Plus
Kestis,
series.
yeah, tons of it, and perfect timing
And that,
for Jedi Survive.
and that's the same timeline too.
It is.
So
Oh boy, it is. And they
yeah,
could definitely make that really fucking cool. Mike, I'd be cool with it being a movie. Me too. I don't necessarily think it would have been bad as a movie. I am very thankful that they let it be a show though, because the production quality of it felt like a movie. It was very, very movie quality production.
oh, it was great.
But I think giving us that suspense to be able to kind of really invest into the story that was unfolding. I don't think we would have been able to hit all the story beats that we did in the show if it was just a 2.5 hour experience, and they made it work. So I mean, like, between Leia, between Obi, between Reva, between Vader, between that relationship between Reva and the third brother, like, or second brother, there's a lot happening, and I'm glad that they spread it across, six episodes. So
I would also love to get a Disney Plus series of the Inquisitors and how they became Inquisitors, with like
that would be fun.
Focusing around Darth Vader too.
That would be fun. That would be fun. Or just give us Darth Vader show. Despite having retired from composing anything Star Wars related after the sequel trilogy ended, John Williams contacted Kathleen Kennedy and requested to write something for this show, simply because Obi-Wan Kenobi has never had a character theme of his own before, and Williams wanted to be the one to write one for him. That theme was pretty fucking solid, my guy.
Yeah, it was.
They had some all right music in this goddamn show. There's some stuff that I didn't feel like, felt appropriate for the show, but when it did hit, it fucking bopped. Because that, like, that reverse take, that slowed down version of Battle of the Fates was so sick. So fucking sick. And then, like, them doing that sort of like mellow version of the Star Wars theme generally, and like the choir thing in the final battle. Oh my god, they had some sick shit in this.
Oh man, we'll talk about more, but that finale, man, that fucking finale,
doggy dog. The girl,
probably one of the best finales I've ever seen.
Oh, dear Jesus Christ! The girl who gives Obi-Wan spice in Episode 2 and says, "I was somebody's daughter once too," is Ewan McGregor's real life daughter.
I remember that.
That was his kid.
Yep.
That was his fucking kiddo. That's fucking dope. Which is funny because, like, I saw her and I was like, huh. Because, like, I saw her in the episode watching live, and I thought nothing of it. And I saw an article that was about it, and so I went back and looked, and I was like, she doesn't really look like his daughter. You know what I mean? She doesn't give off McGregor vibes. You know what I mean? Like, but who knows? You know what I mean? I'm not a biology bastion. You know what I mean? I'm not a genetics guy.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Continue.
I'm really down. My PhD's not genetic guy stuff. Hayden Christensen rewatched all of the Star Wars movies and binge watched both Star Wars The Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels to prepare for his return as Anakin Skywalker and Darth Vader for the first time in 17 years. And you can tell because he fucking killed it. He fucking did a really
I think that was like one of my favorite, like, trivia, like, fun facts that we found out about this show.
That's because Rebels and Clone Wars is a fucking lot. That is a lot to burn through. I wonder if he did the important episode notes. You know what I mean? Like, yeah,
they do have them all labeled on Disney Plus.
They
like
do
that, actually.
Surprisingly, like, who would have fucking thought, dude? Yeah, they did a really good job of that. Was Amos barking?
No, I had to burp.
Oh, okay. Usually you mute out for a second when like the dogs start barking. So I get you. Lastly, the group of Force-sensitive assassins known as the Inquisitors make their live-action debut. They were hired by the Galactic Empire to kill any Jedi that survived Order 66, excuse me. Faven, oh my god!
Welcome!
Faven, how are you? We haven't talked to you in forever. We hope you've been good. Oh my god. Faven, I hope you've been incredible. I hope you're having a good day. The Grand Inquisitor, fifth brother, seventh sister, and eighth brother appear in the Rebels animated TV show. The sixth and 10th brother, as well as two unnamed Inquisitors, appear in the comics. The second and ninth sister appear in the video games. Hit me up. Let's chat soon. Absolutely, Faven. Absolutely. You're well. How are you?
Mhm.
We're doing great. We're getting ready to talk about some Obi-Wan Kenobi over here because, damn, this show, you know what I'm saying?
Love
This
it.
show.
Love it.
Faven, I absolutely will hit you up soon. We got to catch up. I hope you've
Mhm.
been fucking fabulous. I
100%.
hope you've been fucking wonderful, okay? You're amazing. Devin, Obi-Wan Kenobi. What were your thoughts? Go ahead.
Oh man, first off, the cinematic feel of the movie, it was just like it had a production level that was above like like Mandalorian or Boba Fett, right? One of the coolest things in it is I loved how there was more emphasis on the lightsabers, how they crackled more, they were brighter, they provided more light. It looked more real, which was really cool. Ewan McGregor's return as Ben Obi-Wan Kenobi, perfect. He fell right back in place. He is Obi-Wan. He is our Lord and Savior, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
You're not
um
wrong. You're not wrong.
I'm not. But he just did a fantastic job like going back into the role and like displaying the grief and the strife and the guilt that
Mm,
Obi-Wan is still dealing with even a decade later after the events of Order 66. He really fell into that and really portrayed a lot of emotion um,
yeah.
with that, and which was awesome to see. 100% Fabian. He was made for that role. Also getting a lot of the other returning actors to reprise their roles.
Mm,
I'm forgetting all the names,
I
but
got
the
you. I got you.
ambassador,
Yeah. Yep.
and
Um,
and Luke's uncle. Oh gosh, what's his name? What's his name?
oh man.
It's on the tip of my tongue.
Owen.
It's on
Owen.
Owen. Yep, I
Owen.
knew
Yep.
it started with.
Yeah.
Um, Oh, 100%, especially with like bringing back so many other actors and actresses to reprise their roles like they've been doing with the other shows, like
Mm-hmm.
Bo-Katan and freaking Mark Hamill voicing Luke Skywalker. Even though it's like a deep fake
Goddamn.
thing, it's still cool. It's still cool.
Goddamn, dude. Goddamn.
Um, but yeah, I loved it. And also like showing the story behind Princess Leia and how she met Obi-Wan Kenobi. It set the stage for so much, for A New Hope, and how she knew that Obi-Wan Kenobi was the person to help her, you know?
Right.
Um and just getting that backstory behind her and watching her character develop throughout the show. And then it was such a like it was such a coming back to life moment for Obi-Wan Kenobi too, because he was starting to feel emotions and remember things because of her, you
Right.
know,
Right.
which was really cool to see that unfold. Also, the Inquisitors are super badass, and I really, really, like I said earlier, I want to see a show around the Inquisitors and Darth Vader because there's so much that they can do. There's so many comics that they can pull stories from, and books and video games. They could really do a whole lot with that. Um, Yes, little Leia does look like a little Carrie Fisher, 100%.
Shockingly. So,
Great
yeah.
casting.
Yeah.
Great casting on that. Um, and God, Hayden Christensen as Darth Vader. Darth Vader was terrifying in this show. Like
That,
absolutely
dude.
terrifying
Oh my
and
god, man.
villainous.
Oh my
Like
god, man.
this is like peak Darth Vader, which I love. Again, need to see more of it. I
Yeah.
All I got from this show is I want to see more of it.
Yeah. I mean, like Mike says, if they made a Darth Vader show based off the comic, it would be nuts. Like, that, dude, there were so many moments in this show with Darth Vader that I was like, like way, like way more than like the original trilogy, right? Because like, back in the 70s, it's like, okay, cool, he's like kind of dorky looking, like whatever, but he was intimidating. In this, it was like, this dude's fucking terrifying. Like, and I finally, after all these years, I feel like we finally got a justification for why everyone was horrified by him, because we never really fully saw it until now.
Mhm.
And now I get it. Now I'm like, dude, this guy is absolutely trying to fucking slaughter an entire galaxy, dude. Like, wild,
Yeah,
wild.
yeah. Uh, Billy, hello there.
Arzair, what's happening, dog? What's happening, baby boy? Anyways, continue.
Also, I would love to. Faven just noted, I would love to see Anakin making his lightsaber red because how does he do it? Would be so cool. I'm pretty sure it's with dark side corruption with the crystal. I think that's how they make the lightsabers. So I think it has to be done by like their master in a sense. Yeah. Oh, you torture the crystal. Okay. Okay. You corrupt
Yeah,
the crystal. You torture it.
he did what's called bleeding. And it's yeah, dude, it's fucked up, man. It's fucked up.
Yeah. I would love to see that. I imagine a Darth Vader coming to Darth Vader's story. That'd be
Dude,
ooh.
I'm here for it, man. Take my goddamn
Yeah.
money, y'all. Take my goddamn
Yeah.
money. Mike says there's a comic where he kills like 50 rebels on his own. They tell him to surrender, and he delivers the famous quote, "I don't see anyone here but dead men." Fucking A, man. I'm telling, like, they could release Darth Vader specific like content, and it would be the highest selling Star Wars content today. I like
Yeah.
absolutely they should fucking do that, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. Anyways,
Oh.
Faden says, I think I could be wrong. He's the only one who did his own lightsaber change. I think you're actually spot on because if I remember correctly, typically all of them are dependent on the color of the crystal. And
Mhm.
that's what makes them, glow the color that they glow. But his was forced to be red because I think he already had the crystal, right? Um, let's see. Track.
Well, Luke ends up with Anakin's old lightsaber, like from the original
So
from the prequels.
Vader tracked Jedi Master Karak Infilla to the river moon of Aldalim and confronted him, killed him, and took his lightsaber. So I think, yeah, he headed to Mustafar where he bled the saber's crystal, turning it red. Yeah, so, oh boy. Jesus Christ, dude, taking someone out, like, give me that shit. Run that shit. Like,
Damn.
Jesus Christ, dude. Anyways, Devin, any final thoughts on that?
Fantastic show. Everybody should watch it. And honestly, it gives a good enough. If you haven't watched the prequels for some weird reason, it gives a good like history and up to date. Gets you up to date with the story of Anakin and Obi-Wan leading into Obi-Wan Kenobi. You could watch that even if you only like the original 3 that's
Right.
come out. You could watch that in preparation to watch this show. You should watch it. It's probably the best piece of Star Wars content that's ever been released. This is the first time I can confidently say that something topped Rogue One.
All right, I like that. I like that, my friend. Yeah, I mean to kind of echo what you were saying, like I think that they did such an incredible job with like the smaller details of this show, and that's what carried it through this season. I know that a lot of people were very iffy about the first couple of episodes, and that's kind of like been the repeating trend for these Disney Plus Star Wars rollouts is the first couple of episodes people are like, sure, but like I was in it. I was in it for since the first episode even like within the first 10 minutes I was like, okay, yeah, I can feel this going somewhere because
Mhm.
they were doing such a good job of telling that story of guilt and telling that story of shame with Obi-Wan and like how he's feeling now and what he's dealing with now because he is the reason that Vader is even existent to be able to choke out the galaxy like we were saying earlier.
Yeah.
And they in any story that portrays guilt in that way in a way that like rolls that story out constructively and emotionally and with passion, you can feel. And you felt that in this because like we have a character that we've been invested in for years, actual decades now, that we give a fuck about. And we still give a fuck about him. And they were able to roll out the story in a way that allowed us to continue giving a fuck about him and why he feels the way that he feels. And that was, I think, the most pivotal part about the show was finding a way to get us invested into Obi-Wan Kenobi as a character again, again, like over and over and over again. This is the character that we've given a shit about for so long, and they found a way for us to be like, no, 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 it's not done yet. You still have to grieve. And they nailed that like so perfectly on the head. I think Leia was incredible. The cameos were incredible, generally speaking. But little baby Leia, I think this girl fucking slayed it. I want to make sure that I get her name because I don't like giving credit when it's very much deserved. Not giving off the name here. Leia is Vivian Lyra Blair. And dude, she knocked out of the park, man. Like there were a lot of people that are sitting here like, no, that's not Leia. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. Because like she had the sass, she had the attitude, she had the adventurousness, she had the curiousness. Like, I thought everything about little Leia was done so extravagantly well from the jump of the first episode that I was like so sold that this was actually little Carrie Fisher. Like, just, I would have been sold maybe on her being like granddaughter Carrie Fisher. You know what I'm saying? And like they were spot on casting that young lady. I tell you what. But there was so many good cameos, so many good stories to be told. Leia fucking nailed it. I think coming off the coattails of the content that we got with Boba Fett and that sort of turning into Mandalorian 2.5, which a lot of people were not happy about. We loved it. But coming off of that and being able to still continue to give us like more of that story from that timeline and filling up that gap a little bit more was so well done. But obviously we have to talk about the Darth Vader stuff because that like really, really does a whole lot for the story. And Anakin coming back in the way that he did and making us feel that fear so well was so incredibly done because like we could have not given a shit about Darth Vader anymore. Easily we could have just not given a shit anymore, but they somehow found a way for us to still feel the feelings we were feeling at the end of episode 3 and extend that for 6 more episodes. That like, dude, like I really did not think that they would be able to pull it off the way that they did, you know? Billy says, I'm glad they stuck with the thing Luke said in the movies and the show. Dude, the little Easter eggs, the little Easter egg quotes were so well done too. Like that was
What was it?
I can't remember off the top of my head. Like,
Neither can
I've
I.
only watched the episodes once so far. But there's actually a good handful of quotes that they put in this movie that are from like the originals too, that like are play around with that really, really well. But the thing that I want to put the most attention to, because I feel like this has been done such a disservice, is Reva. And Reva's character arc in this, in a weird way, I think is one of the most passionate, loving story arcs that we've gotten in Star Wars so far. Like, I, honest to God, like, really did not think that plot twist was going to happen. I really did not think that was going to happen. And then, giving her us in this age where there's a lot of Star Wars fans that are fucking icky, just icky, gross, right? Like, fucking stop that, y'all. And giving us that character arc regardless of those things, and then, like, them supporting it, being like, you're gonna love this character, and really presenting it in that way. Like, I did really love that character. Like, Reva probably was my favorite character of this show because her being fueled by that revenge and being fueled to make that impact and do whatever it took to get what she wanted to get was so fucking magnificent. And I cannot express that enough, dude, because when her and Obi-Wan were having that conversation through the wall, and I was like, no fucking way, dude, no fucking way. Like, that was, dude, what a fucking brilliant character arc. Like, someone working their way in, worked so deep, so fucking deep, just to get that thing that they're aiming for is so, I will fall for it every goddamn time.
Yeah.
Every fucking time. Dude.
See, the thing is too, they can still expand off of her too. And we could even potentially see her in Jedi Survivor, the game, or we could see her in the unannounced rumored Cal Kestis Disney Plus show that they're gonna do. You know, there is room for her to still be involved.
In the
And
new Jedi show that's rolling out too.
yeah,
Hmm.
they're like this. Watch her lead the network now. Watch her go lead the network.
There you go. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that. That's hey, that's a good way to put that. Because
you know,
I would be down. I'd be 100% down, dude.
I think they found out that like with Disney and Lucasfilms, I think they found out that Disney Plus is the best place for Star Wars right now.
Mm,
Star Wars deserves to be episodic. It's always been released in a quote unquote episodic trilogy way, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you know,
right.
whatever.
Right.
Go on. But there there is so many places they can go off of this show and so many things that they left open ended, but in a good way, not like in a I'm hurting for information way, but like it makes me wonder and like daydream about what they can do now just off of this one 6-part series.
Yeah, dude. I think you're fucking spot on, man. It's there's a lot of things that they did in this that they can stretch and really emphasize on as far as the Star Wars universe is concerned. And
Mhm.
getting a return of Riva would be incredible. Getting a follow up
Mhm.
to Leia throughout the course of her young adult
Mhm.
life, you know, things like that would be incredible.
Mhm.
Seeing a follow up story to Luke growing up would be incredible with
Mhm.
Owen and like him just living his normal
Ewan
life. And
McGregor.
Another Obi-Wan season 2 would be incredible. A crossover of Obi-Wan running into Mando, Din Djarin, incredible. Like there's so many things going on in these Disney Plus Star Wars content that is just like we can see where they could take things, and every single one of those things are hype as fuck, right?
Mhm.
Because I think they figured out that people want that Infinity War Endgame moment in Star Wars, and like whew, I get the chills just like thinking about that, right?
I think we're building up to it. I think season 3 of Mandalorian is going to be our Star Wars Civil War
Mm.
with the war on
Mm.
Mandalore.
I like that. I like that. Oh, that's good, man. I also want to point out too. I want to make sure that we give credit where credit's due. Kathleen Kennedy, Michelle Ridgwan, Deborah Chow, Ewan McGregor himself, and Joby Hero were all executive producers for this show. And Deborah Chow and Kathleen Kennedy were just knocked it out of the park with this, right? Like for once we got like a piece of Star Wars content that was not more Filoni or Favreau focused, and they still
Mhm.
gave us something incredible here. And Deborah Chow,
Mhm.
as we know, directed two of the some of the best Mandalorian episodes. And so we have faith in her now. We can say like, dude, she fucking nailed it. And who knows, maybe she'll end up directing one of the movies and it'll be fucking incredible. Like there's a lot to be had here that I think makes me feel really good about the Star Wars universe because I know for a long time people were not fucking with it. Like you said earlier, Rogue One was kind of like the one for a really long time, right? Mostly because of that final scene in Rogue One, right? Because that
Mhm.
shit was like, oh boy. I don't know if you saw that meme where someone was like, me, oh, it's fine. I'll just look for the light at the end of the tunnel, and it was like the light at the end of the tunnel, and it showed Darth Vader at the end of that hallway. I was like, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Billy says, wait, I don't think Obi-Wan meeting Mando would be good, since Mando happens like 9 to 10 years
That's
after A New Hope. Uh,
no, no, no. Yeah, I agree with Billy 100%. I don't think that could happen, but at all. But I do think there could be a Boba Fett and uh
it could happen. They would have to just do some things differently, right? But
he was a youngling during Clone Wars.
yes, he
I don't
was.
think he was like full-fledged bounty hunter yet.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I can
Yeah.
see that. I can see that. Billy wants Death Watch. I want Death Watch too. I need more Death Watch content.
Mhm.
God damn. Boy, do we need that. Devin, should people watch the show? And what is your rating?
People should 100% watch the show. It fills in so many gaps and expands on a legendary pop culture zeitgeist of a story that
Mm-hmm.
we have been taking in our whole lives.
Mm-hmm.
That's been spanning for just about 60 years now. Um, Crazy to think about. Um, I give this show a 9 out of 10.
Oh, okay, baby boy. I
Not
see you.
quite perfect, but still fucking amazing.
I see you. I see you. Um, I think, yeah, I think people absolutely should see the show. If you're a Star Wars fan in any capacity, you should watch this fucking show. I think if it wasn't for this final episode, I would give it a 7. Maybe closer to like a 7.5. I think I'd probably give it a 7.5. But because the final episode is just
Perfect.
perfect in so many fucking ways I could possibly imagine. Because like y'all, if you haven't watched Obi-Wan, if you've not watched the final episode yet, there's a scene that is going to have you so popping the fuck off. Okay, I gotta tell you, just watch for the rocks. Just watch for the rocks. And that moment's gonna happen, and you're gonna say, God damn, I love Star Wars. God damn, I love Star Wars. And it's gonna happen. And this show, just like myself, is gonna be a 9 out of 10 as well for you too, baby. Let's fucking go. Because Obi-Wan Kenobi is so fucking good, man. Dude. And like, I was so crossed on how I felt about this in comparison to Mandalorian season 2, which honestly is like one of my favorite pieces of Star Wars content ever, especially the final episode of
Mm-hmm.
Mandalorian season 2, because I we open mouth sobbed like a bitch to the final scenes of Mando season 2. And I didn't think anything was going to top that, but this is just authentically good Star Wars. Authentically good Star Wars, dude. This final episode was incredible. This season is Star Wars as fuck, and that's what we like. They had so many good Easter eggs, so many good things that they did in this, and yes, you absolutely need to experience this. You need to watch the show if you haven't yet, guys. Man, I could watch Star Wars forever. Guys, let's talk about our schedule next week. On Tuesday, we have another good Kraken podcast, except this time we're talking what's on our video game backlogs. Because we're about halfway through the year. We got a lot of games that we can still play. We're going to come into a slightly quiet period here for about a month or two, leading up into that fall time. And now's the time, the perfect time to talk about what games we need to catch up on, what games you guys need to catch up on. So join us on Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We will be here right here at twitch.tv/GoodKraken Show. Come and hang out with that. Next Wednesday, we got actually, due to requests from our viewers at home, another Ocean Shrine story time as a continuation of my gameplay of The Quarry. You guys asked for it. We're here to deliver because we're shills and we like to give you all the lovely things that you ask for. And The Quarry Part 2, I got a couple hours in this past Wednesday. You guys were nuts in the chat going off for those moments. And so come and hang out. Basically what we'll be doing is chat has complete control of the decisions that are made. And fun fact, we decided as a group that we have to try to lean into whichever choice is the hornier choice. That was the rule that we made. Which choice is hornier, and we kind of just discussed like which one was better there. So please come in for that. Also 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Next Thursday we have another Shipwreck show, which is now a live piece of content on twitch.tv/GoodKraken Show. If you are a Twitch subscriber, you are allowed to chat with us in the chat during that. If not, so we can talk. You know what I'm saying? We can talk. You know what I mean? It's my best Christopher Walken that I had for you guys. Come and hang out. The Shipwreck show is, yeah, I know, right? The Shipwreck show is just us being fools for 2 hours. Come in, hang out with us. We talk about bullshit. You do not want to miss that. 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Next Friday, we are going to actually do a makeup stream for Fall Guys because our Twitch stream dropped last night. Next Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Come in, fall with the guys. All right, fall with the guys. That's what we're saying. We're going to do more Fall Guys because this game is so much damn fun. You need Fall Guys in your life. And if you haven't played Fall Guys yet, you should pick that up. I'll tell you what.
Yep. Free to play and cross-play. Get it.
Do it. Play with us. Play with us. Play with us. Play with us. I'm telling you, it'll be good. Next Saturday and last day of the week, we have another Good Kraken podcast. This time we're talking movies of the year so far. We're at the halfway point of this year. It's been, by the time we get there, it'll be the first week of July, technically. And we're going to be talking about the movies that we've watched in 2022 so far and which ones we think take the cake for us going into the second half of the year before more movies roll out, and we have to then decide again which movie is the final movie of the year for us, and we will be covering that for you guys in December. Y'all, please let us know what your thoughts are of Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Disney Plus TV show. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know how you felt about it. Let us know if you watch it, if you want to watch it, all that good jazzy jazz, because this has been the Good Kraken Podcast, your choice for all the nerdy video game and pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you wanted to hear, live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Saturday at 12 p.m. right here at twitch.tv/GoodKrakenShow. If you enjoyed the show, you can head on over to our Discord channel where you can submit questions and topics to the show, get exclusive post-show content, and have early access to episodes before they go live on podcasts and video services across the digital sea.
Yarg.
You can also support us by going to our YouTube channel. That was good.
You all right?
That was good. Yarg. You can also support us by going to our YouTube channel by clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Good Kraken with an exclamation mark and leaving a review there. Until next time, my friends, hello there.
Hello there.
Hello.
Hello
Mrs.
there.
Doubtfire. Mrs. Obi Fire. Hello there.
Hello there.